Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Hilburn versus Barnes.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Miss Hilburn, you admit that you are caught up in a love triangle for the past 3 years, you say resulted in the birth of your 10-month-old daughter, Soraya. And you are here to prove that she is the defendant's baby and her biological father. Mr. Barnes, you claim that you discovered when Miss Hilburn was cheating on you on Valentine's Day. Your relationship ended, but soon after giving Miss Hilburn another chance, you discovered that she still was sleeping with any other man. And while you are hoping you are Soraya's father, you do have doubts.
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
So, Mr.
Barnes, what kind of connection have you developed with this child?
It's a father-daughter relationship. I was there from start to finish. I was there for appointments, ultrasounds. I was there when she was born. I got there before she did to the hospital. I signed all the paperwork to be on the birth certificate. Well, I couldn't be because she is still legally married, so I was not able to be put on it.
Oh, wow. Okay. I wasn't even expecting you but to say that. So she is legally married to somebody else.
And I would want more than anything to actually be her father. I was there. I put the time, the commitment, the love. She's my daughter for all I know. So I want it to be that way.
So, Miss Hilburn, you've been caught in a love triangle. Explain to us what is going on, please.
I met Mr. Barnes through an ex of mine. He was friends with him, and we developed a relationship and started sleeping together. And then we started to have issues, and I met another guy and started to sleep with him behind Mr. Barnes's back.
Ooh, that's pretty much a love triangle. So you ended up having feelings with both men.
Yes.
And Mr. Barnes, during the time this was going on, did you have any idea that she was sleeping with somebody else?
No, Your Honor. It was always done while I was at work, so I had no idea. So the night before Valentine's Day, which is the first time it happened, I was at work. She said she was going to her friends. Okay, fine, go ahead. I get home. I try texting her, try calling her, no response. So whatever,
yes,
I go to sleep. The next day, Miss Hilburn and the other gentleman come back to the house. They're brought by the people that they stayed with. I was informed by the people who brought them that they had slept together that night.
That is not true. I told him that I'd slept
She had been telling him that she was not with anybody at that point in time. We had lived in a house together, and that's where this other gentleman moved in. We were all living there. I was going...
Excuse me, let's slow down at that part. You say all of you were living together?
Yes, ma'am.
You're
living with your girlfriend and the man that she cheated on you with.
No, we were not together at the time.
No.
So if she...
Were you still sleeping with her?
Yes, ma'am.
That's together in some respects. So you all are living in the house together.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you sleeping with the both of them while you live in the house with both of them, Miss Hilburn?
Yes, I was.
So I'm not going to be giving anybody tips about how did you pull that off. How?
He would go to work. As soon as he left, me and the other guy would have sex.
Wow. Did both guys know you were with the other one?
Not all the time, they didn't.
But sometime in the day.
Yes. And
no, ma'am, Your Honor.
Mr.
We had
Barnes
no idea of each other.
Was dumb
until
enough
2
to
months
believe my
after
lie.
Soraya was born, that's when
She just
said
you were dumb enough but to believe her lie.
She was never told.
Yes, he did.
If I would have known at that point in time that there was another gentleman she was messing around with, it would not have been how it is today.
If he said it was going to be different, that's why he's still sleeping with me in the present.
Mr. Barnes, are you still intimate with Miss Hilburn?
Yes, ma'am, but we use condoms.
Miss Hilburn, are you also still with the other guy?
Yes, and 5 months after this baby was born, I became pregnant again.
Oh, so you're pregnant now.
Yes, 7 months.
You're pregnant right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know who this child's father is?
It could be Mr. Barnes or the other guy.
It's the same situation.
The same situation.
All right, Jerome. Guess we can cancel our vacations because Miss Hilburn will be returning. Miss Hilburn. Same two men could potentially be the father?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you find out you're pregnant
Yes.
with Soraya. Who do you tell first?
I told Mr. Barnes first. He said that he wanted to see the proof because there had been other times that I lied to him about being pregnant. So I took the paper to him and showed that I was pregnant, and he was happy because he wanted to be a father.
Okay.
So
Even though she lied about being
I
pregnant,
saw the proof.
You
this
saw the
time,
proof?
so that you saw the proof and you were happy. Did she tell you about the other guy?
Not at that moment. I didn't find out about the other guy until 2 months after Soraya was born. We had gotten into an argument, and she had let slip that I may not be the father. So from then on, there has been some doubt that I might not be, but I want to know.
Nothing great gets done without a team or a solid plan. With Jira software, teams can plan, track.
If you
You want more episodes of Paternity Court? Make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
I did tell him before the baby was born that there was a chance that she could not be his.
You told
me
her
2
2 months
after
after
Soraya
Soraya was
born.
born.
That's
You
when
told her.
most of the problems between you and I started dealing with that gorgeous girl right there. I love that girl.
You nodded affirmatively. He does love her, right?
Yeah. And when I told him, he didn't want to believe that she wasn't his.
And that breaks your heart because you did finally try, but to tell the truth.
And then
And he didn't want to believe you.
After she was born. That's why we're here, because she lied to us. We don't know. We want to know.
And
So what's
what
going to
happens
happen to you and if she's not your biological child?
It would devastate me. I was there from day one. You know, the fact that she might not be mine, it hurts.
And I regret it. I really do.
Miss Hilburn, there's a part of us that wants to believe you regret it, yet and you find yourself in exactly the same situation again. I don't even know how much more difficult a life lesson has to be, but the mistake that you've repeated again. And so as you're going through the birth and Mr. Barnes is here for Soraya and he's developing this beautiful bond, what's going on with the other guy?
He's not there.
So he just shows up for the sex, not for the responsibility?
Yeah. And he only tries to be the dad to try to get to Mr. Barnes.
To
Provoke him.
Oh, so using your baby as a pawn. And you're still sleeping with him.
Yeah.
Somebody trying to play your baby because she's a little pawn in the game.
Yes.
She does the same thing, Your Honor. She holds it over my head. If somebody doesn't do what she wants or something happens that she disapproves of, she will threaten to take her away from me, not let me see her.
This other guy, what if he is the father?
He's not going to be a dad.
She deserves somebody there as a father.
And I'm scared that if the baby is not his, that Mr. Barnes will walk away. He will come back.
So you are truly fearful that your actions have destroyed your child's opportunity, but to have two parents, a loving home, and a man that cares for her.
Yes,
I could
tell it's eating away at you.
it does.
Not just this child, potentially another one.
Yes.
It's obvious what your hopes are, because you definitely want to be the father.
Yes, I do.
And you
And you truly want him to be this other gentleman because you have no faith in him. And why are you with him then? And if you got one guy that truly loves you that wants to step up to the plate, that's what I don't understand about a love triangle either, Joel.
He truly loves me, but he
Yeah.
tells me he's in love with his current girlfriend.
What? So this is a love triangle. This is a love square.
We got
We're
Miss
gonna Miss Hilburn and Mr. Barnes. His girlfriend, the guy you're sleeping with. That's all the players. Oh,
So, Mr. Barnes,
you got a girlfriend.
Yes, I do.
Does she know about this relationship?
She suspects, but when you don't see your girlfriend for 7 months, you don't see her. What else you supposed to do?
Hold on. You said you don't see your girlfriend for 7
Yeah,
months?
she lives on the property with her baby daddy and her kids.
Jerome, it can't get any worse than
It's
this.
pretty messy.
And can't get any worse either.
Okay.
Okay.
But
You're still sleeping with Miss Hilburn, and she could potentially be carrying the child now because you could be Soraya's father.
Soraya happened before we even got together. She was born before we got together.
So she knows about Soraya. But what about the new baby?
She's been told possibly that it's possibly mine.
She believes,
She believes stronger than the other men that it is a father, though. So this is just a bonfire mess. Really? Because basically the other guy's just having sex with you and using you. And you know what? This is something we're going to do today. We're going to get the DNA test results for Soraya today. But I am going to order you. I'm going to send you directly from this courtroom. And we're going to do some prenatal testing. And we're going to find out who this child's father is. Because I can say right now, you are going to leave here and then go back to the streets and make it more mess. And look, Soraya's already had long to wait now. And this child should not have to do the same either. You shouldn't have to be almost 1 year old, but to figure it out who her father is. This doesn't have to be the case either. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because I got the truth for you. I'm going to serve it up.
Jerome, let's go to the results. Thank you. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Hilburn versus Barnes, pertaining to whether Sean Barnes is the biological father of 10-month-old Soraya Barnes. It has been determined by this court. Mr. Barnes, you are not Soraya's father. We know, Ganaga, that was not the news you wanted.
No.
And as much as I believe, and it would bet our better money, Miss Hilburn, that you have orchestrated a lot of this mess. We were still rooting for you. And we was rooting for Soraya. And we knew this man loved her. And we wanted him to be her father, but the DNA says otherwise. Lauren Lake is just a judge. The DNA is the jury. Mr. Barnes, and I know these are not the results you wanted either, and I know you've gotten so attached to Soraya. And I could see the tear in your eyes, and we are sorry that it didn't turn out the way you wanted at all. What will you do now?
What is there to do? I mean, can't just really let go of that.
And you don't even have to. Because ultimately you cannot be in a child's life then carry a resentment. You understand? And you are not her biological father either. If you truly feel like it's best that you just step away, and she's young enough where she can recover. But now we have to figure something out. Are you the father of the unborn child? Lack of responsibility has led you to this place. And right from this courtroom, you are both going to get tested.
A
Our permanent DNA test will be administered so we can determine who's the father of this innocent unborn child that you're carrying.
So
So you can begin
to
but to break the
this cycle.
cycle. Because you said you just really don't even know why you do these things.
You just
You're just out here lying.
You said
So
about
10 times a day because I lied. He's dumb enough to believe my lies because I lied. He says you lied. You out here lying all over the place. Now it's time for the truth. Court is adjourned.
Why is Mom so different around other people?
This isn't a game, Bond.
Do you
Want
want
to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. So Ms. Hilburn and Mr. Barnes, since you appeared in our courtroom, has it gotten better, we hope?
Yes. Sean is like the only person that I talk to now.
All right.
All right.
We come to an agreement that Saray's all that, I'm the only one she's known as her dad, so we agreed that we'll keep it that way.
So when you were in our courtroom, Ms. Hilburn, you were pregnant.
We're pregnant.
Yes.
And
there was an issue as to the paternity of your unborn child. Are we correct?
Yes.
Well,
We have the results here for you right now. Are you both ready for them?
Yes.
All right.
Mr. Barnes,
Mr. Barnes,
you
you are not the father.
Still not going to change anything for the fact of Saray. So, just going to keep on going how we have been.
So, Miss Hilburn, is that the result you expected? Maybe
I
not.
kind of knew it was going to be like that.
I hope
Well, we hope that this entire situation
situation
has been a huge learning lesson and a life lesson for you.
And
So, Mr. Barnes, will you also be there for this child as well?
I'll try to be there.
That's commendable, and we're wishing you the very, very best of luck, and we just want you to take care, and most importantly, take care of those beautiful children. And we are very sorry that you both did not get the answers or the results that you both wanted or expected. All right?
Right.
All right.
Good luck.